Hey, what's up guys? Chase here from Uplift Fitness, and today I want to talk to you about the number one most important aspect or consideration with your health and fitness. And I know you've probably heard me say that before. This is number one, so important. This really is probably, if I sat down and thought about it and ranked them, the number one thing, because it drives everything you do. It drives the behaviors you do and the kind of paths that you take to your goals. And that is everything. It's super important, and why right now is the best time to work on it, whether you need to slightly improve it and need to completely, kind of throw it in the trash and restart again, or if you just need to really solidify where you're at and maybe just take a good swift look over it. And that is your relationship with health and fitness. Now, why is that important? That sounds kind of, something kind of almost like an afterthought. Well, if I say, workout or diet or weight loss, and your brain kind of freaks out a little bit and you get these kind of anxious feelings and I don't want to do that, that's a pretty good indicator that probably we need to work on a relationship with health and fitness. Now, why is that important? If you're a personal trainer or other fitness professional, you've heard of the binge, restrict, recycle. Now, this is just an example. When somebody doesn't have a good relationship with health and fitness, the behavior that mindset and perspective drives has a really negative outcome. Not only psychologically, not only is it probably going to lead to them not hitting their goals, but it's going to physiologically actually affect them because of the different choices that they would make. And it's kind of one of those things where it kind of blinds you to the things that you should be doing because whatever's going on in our head with our relationship with health and fitness. And with the binge restrict recycle, it's one of those things where because we have negative connotations, or maybe because we're not gracious enough with ourselves, or maybe we just don't have the right information. Sometimes that's it too, and maybe we need to get plugged in to the right informational sources. But what can happen is we really over restrict. We beat ourselves up. We eat 800 calories a day. Barely any food. We're starving our body. Which one? Recipe for disaster and rebound and weight gain. And we won't get into that now because we've talked about that forever. But drive ourselves down into the ground because most people, we're desperate for results. We've tried everything, but on the other side of that usually doesn't come, one, sustainability of your goals, even if you do hit them and you do make it there. Two, it doesn't produce a mindset that is positive and healthy. And usually what happens, and if you're a fitness professional, you can probably attest to this, with your clients, you've seen this, is they've, way over restricted, they beat themselves up so much, they destroy their bodies with their workouts or just push way too hard, and all this stress accumulates in their body, which one, again, physiologically is going to stall your results, but it's just too much. Not only are they trying to learn new skills in the gym, not only are they trying to learn what foods they should be eating and how much and all these things, and it's really stressful because they're learning a lot, but then they have the actual physiological stress they're applying to themselves through their workouts that piles on, and then they're stressed about the results, and which is going to make them not have as much results, and it just snowballs, and then boom, they break. That's it. I give up. I'm done. And because I feel bad about myself, or hey, you're a failure, and we have all these negative things, what happens is, screw it, let's go off the deep end, I'm gonna binge, I'm gonna do whatever, and then the cycle repeats and continues over and over again. That's just one example. That sounds pretty extreme, but it happens, and it's super normal. If you feel like you identify with that, don't feel bad about it, first of all. It's totally common. I don't want to say normal because we hate that it is normal, but it is extremely common, and you're definitely not alone in that boat. Man, we're here to help you. So if you're plugged into this video, just shoot us a DM. I promise I personally will take care of you if you're feeling that. But that is a great example of your relationship with health and fitness and what it can do. And what I really mean by relationship is, again, the connotations. What do you think about when you think about health and fitness? Is it something that adds value to your life, something that you enjoy? That's a big part of it. I've said multiple times that if you have two workout programs or two diet programs or whatever it is, and this isn't to say we shouldn't make sacrifice or we shouldn't go for delayed gratification a lot of times rather than just the instant gratification. But if you have two programs, one that is 100% scientifically proven most optimal to get you to your goals the absolute fastest, and you hate it, versus one that you really, really enjoy. Maybe it's only 90% optimal. You know what? That one all day long, every single time. And that's, there's an adherence thing. We can get on to the statistics of why that's best. But making sure that you enjoy your workouts, that they add value to your life, that you're doing things because you want to improve, not because you're trying to punish yourself. So important. Now, why is right now the golden opportunity to be able to improve your health and fitness? Well, right now there's no pressure for you to be the fittest person on earth. It seems like any other time, if the gym's open, you should be there, right? And maybe you feel that. Well, right now, guess what? It's closed, or maybe it's just reopened by the time that you watch this. But there's no pressure. Maybe you have that friend that is going. They downloaded Uplift at home, maybe, and they're doing their home workouts, and that's great, and living a healthy and fit lifestyle even without their health club. But there's no pressure right now. I know for me personally, even though I do have access to our facility, I was like, you know what? Nobody expects us on the other side of this to be the fittest person in the world. And it allowed me to really look at, because I wasn't so deeply in it and just focused and myopically focused on what I was doing, allowed me to take a step back and really assess what I was doing, and was it positive, and was it things that were gonna lead me better to my goals and add value to my life down the road. And most things were in line. Other things it wasn't just a small change. Some things were a huge change that we had to do, and I would bet that you're probably in the same boat, especially when it comes to health and fitness. So if you're thinking on the other side of this, hey, I want to get started with fitness, first things first, we have everything for you to get you started. We are built for beginners and advanced workout people alike. So we have everything you need. But two, focus on your relationship. Take a step back and really look at what you think about when you talk about health and fitness, and maybe look at some areas where you can improve that. But just 3 really quick tips. 1, be gracious with yourself. I mentioned that. Have grace with yourself. Don't expect everything just to happen like that. 2, get support. If you're going to be plugged in here, if you're a member of Uplift Fitness, you're going to have that support. We will literally force it on you and make sure you have everything that you need to be able to be successful and do whatever it is that you want to do with your health and fitness. And 3, again, enjoy what you're doing, and enjoy the process. Try and make an effort to be grateful that you have this opportunity to improve your health. Enjoy the process. So golden opportunity for that right now. No matter where you're at, you can probably take a step back now that the pressure's kind of off. Nobody's forcing you, or you don't have that voice hopefully in the back of your head telling you, you need to get to the gym, you need to do whatever. Take a step back, assess it. Super important. If you need help with it, we are always available. Click on our profile link up here, shoot us a message. We'll be happy to help out.